Hello, welcome to the Speech Diaries. I'm Loretta Zajac. Today, we are going to talk about something that's very important as far as the transformation journey goes, and that is fashion, the overall look that I am trying to acquire. I have three gorgeous daughters who each have their own unique and sometimes trendy fashion style. But admittedly, I am fashion impaired. No joking. I'll wear anything as long as I'm comfortable in it. Sweatpants, loose shirts, dresses, and yes, even tights. As far as shoes go, until recently, in the wintertime, I would only wear flats, and in the summer, it was flip-flops. But lately, I have developed a liking for running shoes or mules, as long as they're comfortable. Never anything higher than about an inch or two at the most. I'm happy with a handbag or purse purchased online for $19.99. I don't need to have a Coach, Michael Kors, or Louis Vuitton to put my everyday stuff in. I mean, all I need is a bag with a zipper and something that I can throw over my shoulder. My hair gets styled about once a year by my daughter, who is a very well renowned hairstylist. And although I have had it dyed in the past, recently I've just left it as is. And I've never had my colors done. Remember when that was a thing? I'm going to look into that. It's safe to say that any of my fashion choices will never be on the cover of Vogue or Elle magazine, that's for sure. And I have limits. There are things that I would absolutely not wear. Uh, Although I wanted to when I was younger, mini skirts. Because of my body shape, my lower half is generally a little bit more full than the rest of me. So mini skirts weren't really a choice for me. High boots are another thing that I love, but I could never wear, again because of the thickness of my legs. And there are also those certain trends that, quite frankly, not only would I never wear, but I can't for the life of me understand why anybody would. I mean, I just don't get it. Allow me to share with you my top three absolutely, positively, never gonna happen fashion trends. Number one, ear tapers. Why would anyone want to stretch their earlobes? I had a hard enough time getting mine pierced. I can't imagine going in there and stretching them on purpose. Oh, I get that some people want to just do things for maybe attention or to make a point or just to go with the flow. But the shock factor can be riveting. I mean, have you seen some of the actual circles in people's ears? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's gotta be painful, right? Apparently, though, this is not new. This is a practice that has been done routinely since the Ice Ages. Even today, in some cultures, they practice this as a tradition or a coming of age. But I just can't understand the reason to stretch your earlobes. I mean, like, they hang down enough from your ear as it is. Why would you want to make them bigger? And there are, of course, a few celebrities that have had their ears stretched, and notably Lil Wayne and Travis Barker from Blink 182. So I guess it's a trend, and I really applaud the people that have done it. You are a braver person than I. Number two is sagging. Does anyone know what sagging is? You've likely seen it from time to time, and it's, those jeans that people are wearing that aren't all the way pulled up. That is a trend called sagging. And I'm just curious about how many people have actually looked at somebody that's wearing saggy jeans and thought about going up and pulling them. I always have this urge whenever I see it. It's extraordinary. But thank goodness I also have the discipline and the intelligence to know might not be a good idea. I mean, whatever happened to the belt? Although I do see a lot of them with sagging jeans that have a belt tied to their thighs. I don't get it. That is just something to me that is incredibly baffling, if you ask me. I mean, it can't be comfortable. I know that when my pants aren't on properly all the way up to my waist, I'm always, adjusting them, pulling them up so I can feel comfortable and feel secure. But apparently it's a thing, and some people like to do it. And it's not just the men. I've also seen the same look come from some runways, meaning there are models that are modeling dresses and skirts that sag as well. And I've also seen people that are wearing these saggy jeans trip over themselves. So it's not just unusual to look at, but it's a safety hazard as well. But still, if that's the fashion trend that you enjoy and you like, well, good for you. I'm by no means making fun or putting you down for your fashion choices. Everybody has a right to express themselves the way that they want to. And again, I think it's great that you do that. It's just something that I would never do or feel comfortable wearing. But if you do, then good for you. Number 3, thongs. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I hated it when my underwear got wedged up between my cheeks. Whenever that happened, I spent so much time trying to subtly pull the underwear out of, the place it was. And once I did that, hoping and praying that it would stay in place, but it never did. Then when I got older and was big enough to wear big girl panties, I also learned that women like to wear these things called thongs. Now, let me just say, before that, I used to think that thongs were flip-flops. But no, apparently they're a type of underwear. I don't understand why anyone would bother wearing them. I mean, basically, they're just a few strings put together with a little bit of material. And Bob's your uncle. I mean, my daughters wore them when they were younger, and the only good thing about them was that whenever I did their laundry, I didn't have to fold them. There was nothing to fold. I understand the purpose of the thong is so that when you're wearing pants, especially tight ones, you won't see the outline of the underwear. It'll just be a perfect silhouette of your butt cheeks. Yeah, one can dream. But has no one ever heard of cellulite? Aside from that, I would be horrified if my pants were to rip and then the world would be exposed to my derriere. Not only would I be horrified, but everybody who could see me would be as well. Oh. No, I prefer the added protection of an underpant or an undergarment. I do have to be honest, though, and admit that I'm all for trying out new things. And a long time ago, when I was younger, I did try and wear a thong. I put it on, and I've been looking for it ever since. So there it is, folks. My 3 fashion don'ts. All I can say is that ear stretching, saggy pants, and thongs are for me absolutely, positively never gonna happen.